All right, let's talk about the holiday season, and we're right in the middle of it, okay? We have everything on our list. We're getting a lot of things are coming at the last minute, and a lot of times we want to gift wrap things and get things sent to us. Of course, it comes in boxes, and then there's the wrapping paper. On all of that, okay, you may not think about that, but there is a lot of waste going on. In fact, the EPA says Americans generate an additional 1 million tons of waste each week of the holidays. You can help by reusing and recycling, of course, but you need to make sure you recycle right. Let's bring in WM's Brent Bell to talk to us more about some of the best ideas for recycling. So, Brent, we're bombarded with all kinds of wrapping paper and boxes when we order online. First off, can most things be recycled like boxes? And what are some easy rule of thumbs to live by during the holiday season? Good morning.
Sure, good morning. So WM's the nation's largest recycler, and we see a lot of the good and the bad stuff come in through our recycling facilities during the holiday season. So a few quick tips: paper, cardboard, bottles, and cans can be accepted in all recycling programs. If you do get your cardboard box, here's the best tip. Take out the recycling, the bubble wrap. Take out the bubble wrap. Flatten the boxes down, put those in the bins. Those are great. If you look at when you're choosing your gift bag selection, bags that have a lot of laminate, a lot of glitter on there, not very recycling friendly. So choose a craft bag like this one. These are very recycling friendly and can be turned back into a new garbage bag in no time at all. So as you're looking through your recycling bin, make sure you're recycling the right items: paper, cardboard, bottles, and cans, widely accepted.
How should we dispose of some of those Christmas lights? Sometimes on the Christmas tree we have some broken lights. Are they recyclable? What can we do for those?
Yeah, so lights are a great idea. Extension cords, batteries, things that plug in. They don't belong in a normal curbside or recycling program. You can take those back to oftentimes a retail location, like a home goods store, like a Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart. They'll often take back some of these electrical items, but they don't belong in the recycling bin. Sometimes, they can tangle up the equipment, and so we encourage our folks to take those to store locations again.
What about some common mistakes out there that you see overall with recycling? Not just the holidays, but overall. I mean, a lot of times, let's say something in the kitchen, perhaps breaks down. Is it a good rule of thumb to, remove any food with it or remove any items inside and so you can recycle it? I mean, what are some common mistakes and some good reminders for people out there?
Yeah, so as you're emptying out your plastic jars and tubs and lids, these are great for recycling, but we do ask that they're clean and dry, so take those out. There's other items that come in the recycling bin. We call it wish cycling. So folks that are putting too many items in the bin that really don't belong there, like a propane tank. These don't belong in the recycling bin. When they're compacted, these can actually cause an explosion. It can be very dangerous to our workers or drivers. And then my personal pet peeve is the bowling ball. We get 6,000 bowling balls a year that come into our recycling facilities. They do not belong in the recycling facility. They cause a lot of damage, as you can imagine, through our equipment. So we really encourage folks to make sure that those items don't go in the recycling bin. Look back at the proper locations to take these materials back, especially when it comes to batteries and propane tanks.
Wow. Did you say 6,000 bowling balls?
That's right. We get a lot of bowling balls for some reason, and they're not recyclable in the programs today. But we definitely encourage folks not to put bowling balls in their recycling bin.
Let me ask you: when someone does send things that aren't recyclable, for example, some plastic bags or electrical cords, what happens when they are sent to you? Where does it go?
Yeah, so when it does come into our facilities, we have WM's done a lot of investments, hundreds of millions of dollars in facilities. This is one of our newest investments facilities behind me. What happens is it causes some downtime in those facilities because it gets tangled around all the machine and equipment. And sometimes if you're putting the good items in the bin, it'll destruct that item and make it so that it's very difficult to recycle as well. So anything that could tangle in the bin, chains, garden hoses, the extension cords, Christmas lights, we encourage folks to not put those in the recycling bin. If there's a take back program at a retail store, that's fine. And sometimes it just may have to end up in the garbage.
What about, let's talk about Christmas trees for a moment. What are the best ways to recycle those?
Yeah, so like this beautiful Christmas tree behind me, oftentimes communities will have local collections. It's more of an organic collection. These trees can be collected with yard waste, turned back into mulch and other things like that. They're great for the environment, but they don't belong in the recycling bin. But look for your local chapter to collect. Maybe there's a drop-off center they have around Christmas time. We see those pop up. They could take these back and actually turn them back into mulch.
Brent, this has been very informative for people just, wanting to encourage sustainability this time of year. Where can viewers find some more information on this? Yeah,
so we encourage folks to visit our website, WM.com. We have a Recycle Often, a Recycle Right page. It'll show you all the good items that you can put in the bin and then items that you can't put in the bin. We also encourage you to check with your local municipality on what's acceptable for their local program. Sometimes they vary from city to city.
Okay, Brent Bell, Vice President of Recycling Operations with WM. We really appreciate your time. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.